Fixxx on Dash Radio. Get the shit.
What's goody? What's goody? What's really goody? This is Codigo Red on Dash Talk X with my guy Jay Wealth and Isaiah. What's goody?
What up? What up? We're back in the building. Coming off a strong weekend.
Yep.
We had a strong, productive weekend. A lot of success, and I'm just happy to be back in the studio. What's up with you, Isaiah?
Just enjoying the day, the good weather, all that nice LA traffic. Gotta love it all. But aside from that, yeah, man, this past weekend was dope.
Man, but hey, let's hop into it. Today, I have this guy with me, this talented, very talented acting coach, acting teacher. He has been recommended from Leonardo DiCaprio, Samuel L. Jackson, Cameron Diaz. What's goody? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Man.
It's another day. It's an opportunity to have great things happen. That's why.
Right?
You got to see opportunities where other people don't see opportunities.
Yeah.
That's the secret.
Definitely.
No
Well,
doubt.
go ahead and tell us, how do you get recommended from iconic stars like that?
Well, I don't know how I can answer that question, but what I do is I'm an acting teacher and a life coach, and I teach people how to achieve their dreams. Because in LA, dreams can come true. That's what I love about the city so much. It's made my dream come true. And tomorrow is the Academy Awards. Where's everybody?
Man.
This is where it's happening. The center of the world is going to be here.
This is
Everybody's
right.
going to be. And I'm going to be on the Academy Awards. Look for me on the red carpet.
Okay.
They're going to be interviewing me because I pick who I think is going to win.
Oh, wow.
And it's all about sort of achieving the best. And I think that people can do that as well as their life too.
Yeah.
I talk about how to achieve those dreams.
So how long has this been a dream for you to pursue a career like this?
Well, I haven't been in it that long, only 35 years. So I'm new.
It's my whole life.
I've been like, I'm only 37, so I started when I was 2.
All right.
But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. I started as an actor, singer, dancer.
Okay.
And I work a lot with musicians, rappers.
Okay.
There's a lot of, right now, every rapper needs to be an actor, by the way. Every rapper, because they're all on social media. And you have to perform. They want to see what you look like. And there's a lot of people doing skits. In fact, a famous rapper just said that if you're not going to be an actor, what's the future? So I'm thinking about, are you the artist of the past or are you the artist of the future? That's the key.
Who right now to you is an artist of the future?
Well, the artist of the future is the person that's coming up with new things and new ideas, actors that we like.
Give me an example.
Gosling, Robert,
Okay.
he's wonderful. There's a lot of. Did you see Pink Black Panther?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable performances. Also, one of my favorite movies were not nominated, The Hate You Give.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
man.
Oh, it's a little too real.
Yeah,
It's a little
I
too-
just saw that on. I think I saw it at Redbox. I got it at Redbox recently.
Oh my God, that is incredible performances.
Yeah.
Why do you think films like that are not taken as seriously as they should be?
Well, there's certain types of films which are, well, I think The Hate You Give should have been nominated. I mean, I don't know. There's also the fact that you don't quite understand about Hollywood. If you want to have a good movie, let's say you have a movie like Hate You Give, but you got to spend a lot of money in publicity, getting it out there, getting posters. If they didn't have a budget for that, you just fall off the map. There's a movie right now, Roma. I mean, you can't walk anywhere without Roma everywhere, and that gives visibility. Now, maybe that's not the greatest film, but there's visibility, and it's like, like McDonald's. Sometimes it's certainly not the best place, but you keep seeing it.
Yeah.
So you need to have a strategy, and there are actually people who are really good at making Oscar-winning campaigns. And there's lots of films who have won that weren't that good, but they knew where to go and put their input. Goes, yeah, I think that's good. Right now, I really love a movie called Green Book. Have you seen Green Book?
Green
No,
Book.
I haven't seen
No.
it.
Okay, you
It's
got to go see it.
amazing movie. I haven't seen it yet either, but I hear that the ratings, the reviews, and
Oh
all
my
that
God.
are off the charts.
Oh my God! And Mahershala Ali, brilliant. He's going to win the Oscar, so put your money on that. And it's a wonderful film. It's a feel-good film, and we need to laugh right now. So
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
is a little too serious. So it's funny. It's a funny kind of throwback. But there are a lot of good films, And the good thing about making films right now is anybody can make it.
Yeah.
You can. There's a film festival for iPhones. Don't you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Right now, you can create content. It's better to be an artist now than in the history of the world with all the platforms. So there's no excuse for somebody not to go for it. Remember, the bigger the dream, the better the life, and that's what I believe.
Go ahead and tell us, how do you succeed in Hollywood? What are some key factors to succeeding?
Well, listen, Hollywood is like a place that you need to understand has rules. Everybody has rules. Because, in fact, if you play any game in town, the first thing you got to learn is the rules. And the first rule, I think, is that you need to understand the Hollywood rules. The first rule is, what are you going to give Hollywood, not what you're going to get? A lot of people coming to get something, you're going to get nothing. The more you're going to give, the more you're going to get something.
Yeah.
The other rule that is the currency, the big currency in LA, the big money is energy.
Yeah.
If you don't have positive energy, you're not going to be working in this town. Nobody wants to work with you.
Yeah.
Because positive energy means that you believe in your talent and you're here to give. You're here to make people feel good. So if you're sad and depressed, stay home. It's not going to matter. Energy is the key. There's a sort of, we call it the George Clooney rule, which is, would I want to spend 6 months with you because I'm going to be on a set? Do I want to spend time with that person? And I know, because I'm right now producing and writing a different film, that there are directors will bring up names and someone says, oh no, that person's difficult, and they're out. It's not based because right now, LA, we have everything in the world. We have the best actors and the nicest people. So we don't have to, we don't have to suffer. If you're really great and you're kind of a pain in the butt, no, they won't take you.
Yeah.
No, that's a big problem. So I would say there's a lot of rules. Also, LA is very big on being reactive. I don't see anybody complaining. We don't complain in LA. You don't like the movie? Make your own movie. I got people making a movie for $7,000. There's people doing all kinds of things. You got to use your creativity. Everything is possible. I would say that, and it's also, you have to have the reason you make it. I mean, I'll give you the number one reason. Everyone who wants to make it in Hollywood does. People just don't have a strong enough why. Why do you want it?
Yeah.
If your why is bigger than all your blocks and your fears and your doubts, bigger than that, you win.
Yeah.
But most people don't have a why they want it.
Is it really that simple?
Yeah, but you know what the difficulty is? People don't have a strong why. It's not emotional enough. It's not coming from your guts. It's not something that you're doing it for your family. You're doing it for your interest. You're doing it for all your people that were never allowed to do it. You have to think of something bigger than like, I just want to do it. I like to do it. Forget it. I'm doing it for all my family who was unfortunately killed in the Holocaust. All the people that didn't make it, I'm making it for them. All the people that haven't been heard. You have to find a reason big enough to succeed, because you're succeeding not for just you, but for all those kids and all those people that look like you, that come from where you are, who never had a chance. So understand that we're an example. Every one of us is a teacher. I'm a teacher, but so are you.
So I noticed that you mentioned the Holocaust. Have you visited the Holocaust Museum out here?
Yeah,
Did you have your family?
Well, and then they're sort of involved in that whole thing. I know. I just wrote a film about that, not about the Holocaust, but what they did about a new film that I've written about a camp where the only way you survived is as long as you kept performing. It's all about artists. It was a true story that they started singing and dancing because art makes you come alive. And as long as they kept performing, they stayed alive. Because that's what makes us alive.
Yeah.
Music, dance, theater. Without art, where would life be?
So do you think that people are born to act, or do you think they're made actors?
Well, I think that everybody who really wants to be an actor has no choice. It's like who you are. It's like your sexuality. It's who you are.
Yeah.
It's not something you choose. It chooses you. And I think that a lot of people are here to do different things. You're born with something that's inside you, and you have to always listen to your instincts, because your mind is always wrong and your heart is always right. And so when you want something, what you want wants you. But here's the big catch, okay? You're never going to be able to achieve what you want to achieve by remaining who you are. If you have to completely change. That's the big problem. People don't want to change. They want to stay the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, we're right here on this beautiful floor. But if you want to get to the penthouse, we got to go up.
Yeah.
And some people want to go to the penthouse, but they're on the bottom. If you want to achieve what you've never achieved, you have to become the person you have never been. And that is the opposite of you. And that's where people who study, there's so many people studying to be actors, but very few are. Very few are successful. You know why? Because they're not willing to change. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes. And that is to get rid of your doubts and your fears and to believe when no one believes. Because all of Hollywood is full of people that people said, you're never going to make it.
Yeah.
Oprah, they said, you're never going to make it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've worked with Lionel Richie, who doesn't read music. And they told him, you're not going to make it. He came from some place in Alabama. You know, people come here, but they have a passion. And right now, we need your artistry. And the reason the world is not in such a good place is that the artists are not giving enough music. There's not enough art. There's not enough love. We're the ones who can change the world. We're the only ones who can.
Yeah.
How many people have told you that you were never going to make it?
Well, I didn't really have too many people who tell me that because I didn't really listen because I came to the United States when I was 12, you see. So I had a little advantage. When I came to the United States, people must have told me I couldn't make it, but I didn't understand English, so it didn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
No, because I was like on fire. And the way you make it is that if we turn, if we put your hair on fire and you got a beautiful hair.
I mean, it's already red.
It's already red. But if we put your hair on fire, you're going to run out of here. There's going to be like no problem getting out of the house. And that's what happens. You need a soul on fire. My soul was on fire because I believe that everything is possible. And I'm a pure example. I came from nowhere. I didn't know anybody. But if you have a passion, if you're willing to change, willing to learn, like people, and most importantly, one of the most important rules in Hollywood is that all successful people always ask for help. Average people never do.
Yeah.
They never do. But superstars, they always ask for help.
Yeah.
Business people that I work with always ask for help. So if you're not asking for help, you want to fail. Because I think the world teaches you how to fail, and you have to sort of learn the new rules of how to win, because success is not an accident. If you want to have long-term success, you need to know what to do. Look at Apple computers. Does that look like an accident to you, or they know what they're doing?
Nah, they know
it's
what
not
they're
like
doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, when Steve Jobs created his first computer, it was a complete failure. Nobody wanted it. He came back. But he's a business guy, and he got the best people. And you have to train with the best people in the world to be the best.
And you travel all over the world
Yes.
to train people.
Yes.
And you have sold out shows.
Yeah.
So how does that feel to know that you are a world influencer in the field of acting?
Well, I'm honored by that. I have the pleasure. I have the greatest job. I go around and meet some of the greatest artists, singers, dancers, everything, actors. And I'm teaching now in London. I'm going to come up to a class in London. After London, I'm going to Tel Aviv, Israel. Then I go to Rome. Then I go to Vienna. I go Moscow. I'll go around the world. We do master classes. And I sort of have a new way of looking at acting. It's sort of my own technique. And what makes me happy is that it's been very successful. And it's brought a lot of success and joy to people. And one of the first secrets, if you want to be successful, be happy. I always tell people, they say, how can I win an Academy Award? I go, it's simple. Would you win an Academy Award for the way you live your life? At the end of your life, would you give yourself an Academy Award because how you did it? If not, don't come in.
I mean,
you have to. That's what you have to strive for.
yeah.
That's what it is.
I feel like, I thought you were asking me personally.
I am asking.
But no, I feel like I'm working to get to that level with the right drive and
You know what?
positivity.
You can do it. No, you can do it right now. It's how you deal with what I'm saying. How would an Academy Award winner listen to what I'm saying? How would he? Academy Award winners like to win an Academy Award for breathing, for listening, for being right here.
Yeah.
It's not where you're going. It's who you are every day, every second, and you can change it in 1 second.
What do you think keeps people from making that change? Because I've heard a few other authors say that. They say like change doesn't take a long time to happen. It just takes a long time for you to get there. Right? So how do people make that
Here's the thing.
that switch?
Here's the thing. We got to do something revolutionary today. I want all your people out there who are listening to do something really revolutionary. I want you to love yourself today. Because if you love yourself, you're willing to do whatever it takes, and change is the future. Because that's what happens. People who love themselves, who care enough about themselves, will do it. People who don't love themselves do nothing.
Yeah.
Now, every child, and we were all children, when we were born, we loved ourselves. Everybody. Nobody looked, no 2-year-old looked in the mirror and said, I think I look fat today. No, no, the kids don't do that. No, absolutely not. So you have to realize that someone took away your love because you get so much criticism in school and you're put down, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough. And so only the people actually who love themselves care about someone else.
Yeah.
Because if you are always just caring about yourself, what are you going to do? But if you love yourself and go nice and easy and don't ever want to be perfect, that's the that's the possession. If you're possessed by the devil, just be you. Being you is what we want, but most people are not authentic is one of the secrets of total success, authentic. And you will know when you're authentic. When you're powerful and happy, you're authentic. If you're not powerful and happy, you're not authentic.
Yeah.
Tell us about this book here. I see it says Stop Acting and Start Living. I mean, you've basically been preaching about it this entire time. But
Yes,
tell
I'm
us just
preaching.
a-
I am preaching. Hello.
The church can
Hallelujah.
say amen.
I say amen and a women. I want to be careful. I don't want to turn anybody off.
But basically, is this what this book is about? Basically, everything that we've been covering about
Yeah,
loving
I have a book
yourself
called
and-
Stop Acting, Start Living. There's an audio version. And the reason it's called Stop Acting, Start Living is the day you stop acting. Well, here's what happens. You have to ask yourself the question, what did you have to do to be loved when you were a child? What did you have to do? You had to be a good boy, a good girl, or this, that. And that meant that who you were wasn't enough. And at that very moment, you started acting to make other people like you. That's acting, but that's not really who you are.
Yeah.
And the moment you stop that and have the courage to be you, that's when your life is going to take off. Most people are worried, do you like me? How much do you like me? Oh, they only get attention if they get good grades. They only get attention this way, that way. But it is the individuality. We're not encouraging people to be who they really are. And that's what we need. And so that's what that book is about, that nothing happens until you have the courage to be you.
I love that. You're so motivational. Who gave you this energy? Was it just all natural because you do love yourself and you are a happy person? Or what, did you have a mentor to kind of guide you
Well,
to where
I
you
think,
are right now?
yeah, well, I had a very strange background, which I don't really talk about too much. I had parents, I know, just everybody take a deep breath in. I had parents who never told me I did anything wrong, ever. I don't remember one time. So I had a very unusual childhood. I know you all look very stunned. But the idea is that I would say that all the things that I know is really what my mom taught me. My mom said, it's time for you to change the world with what you do. And I wasn't so good in school, but she said, all right, do the best you can. And I mean, so I just kept going. So it's really more what she's teaching me. It's really her. It's her thing. But that's what you need to do. And by the way, if you love yourself, you care about other people.
Yeah.
If you love yourself, you care about the environment. If you love yourself, you go like, wait a minute, what's wrong with all this pollution, with all this hatred? Because you're like living in it, because you care about it. If you don't really love, who do you care what's going on?
Yeah.
We need more people on our side. Love is the problem in this world, and love is the answer. There's nothing better.
Love is everything. And you know what? I actually attended his acting class a few weeks ago. And it was definitely motivational and moving to see all the people who came out. People were mostly from Montreal. And it was just amazing to see their excitement, to work with someone like you. And, when I met the producer from the I think she was a co-producer who worked on the Hate You Give as well, who was there. And, just to see the energy people have with you is amazing and it's motivational and inspiring to me. And you made me even want to get back into acting.
Well, listen,
So-
I want you to realize the first part you play is you. We're all playing a part. How is that going? Is it doing well?
Yeah.
I mean, the part. You're just playing a role because you go from interviewing me to being the boyfriend, to being a son, to being a father. Those are different roles.
Yeah.
How are we doing in those roles? No, by the way, they're not automatic. There are people who are like having a baby. Now you're playing the part of the father. What did he study? Did he go to school how to do that? We're all just playing parts. Acting is playing different parts of yourself, and so is life. So if you're not the best boyfriend or the best girlfriend, is the reason you're upset with people is they're not playing their part. You're saying, hey, mom, you're supposed to do this. Hey, dad, you're supposed to do, hey, son, you're supposed to do that. And that's what we think about, the first part, and that comes from Shakespeare, that we're all actually playing parts right this very minute. And how successful are you with that? You can see the results. It's not how you're playing, but what are you getting back? I think that once you learn that you create your own world, because we actually don't live in the world. We live in our own world.
Yeah.
And what is your world about? You're the producer, the writer, and the director, and the star. And if your life is not that exciting, you better fire the writer, because you better come up with better. Where's the exciting moments? What kind of bullshit? Let's have some excitement.
Yeah.
It's one life.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you're nothing short of inspiring. Go ahead and tell us where we can find you at, your social media, and anything else you have coming up that you would like us to know.
Well, I have coming up next week is my big international masterclass where I have 50 actors who I've worked with from 20 countries who are coming. We have special guests, which is unbelievable. We've had Al Pacino, David Oyelowo. We have the director of Green Book. We have the writer of Star is Born. And we have like the best casting directors, producers. So I'm very excited about that one because I bring the best actors who I want them to have the most incredible experience. And then, of course, my website is bernardhiller.com, and I'm on Instagram at Bernie Hiller. So you can follow me there, or Facebook, or there's a new website now for older people from Beverly Hills called Facelift. So that's a different. I haven't joined that one, but so that's the other one. I don't know.
Well, thank you so much for coming through. Remember, you all love yourself, and you are the producer, writer, director of your life.
The most inspirational show we've ever had. This is amazing, man. This is good.
This is dope.
Your guys are good. That's it. You guys are good. I'm going to see you again.
Yeah, definitely will. So on that note, we're going to take a quick break. Listen to the Fixx on Dash Talk X.
Yeah.